Hello, and thank you for joining our webinar on Autodesk's new buying process. This message is being co-presented by Team D3 and Symetri. For those of you that may not be aware, Team D3 joined forces with Symetri about 9 months ago to strengthen the offerings and expertise that we can provide for our customers. My name is Jason Mezek, and I'm the Director of Sales for our key account teams. Joining me today is John Rutt, Vice President of Architecture, Engineering, and Manufacturing, Ellie Bowman, our Sales Operations Coordinator, and Delma Eckert, our Director of Accounting. Here's the agenda we plan to cover on this webinar. First, what change has Autodesk announced? Next, why are they changing the process? How will it all work? What are some of the benefits? What are your next steps? And we'll end with a bit of Q&A. For the Q&A, we are asking for you to place any questions you'd like addressed in the Q&A panel within the Zoom interface. It should only take us about 15 or 20 minutes to step through these slides, so we should have plenty of time for questions at the end. We also plan to cover a few of the more frequently asked questions we've already been asked to get that part of the webinar off. So what's happening? In November of 2023, Autodesk began trialing a new buying process in Australia, whereby customers who would typically make all their Autodesk purchases through their trusted partner, like Team D3 or Symetri, would start making those purchases directly with Autodesk. And on June 10th of this year, that new buying model will be making its way to the United States and Canada. For more on why Autodesk is making this change, I'll turn it over to my colleague, John.
Thank you, Jason. This new buying process offers you, the customer, better self-service opportunities and consistent pricing while still enabling you to work with us as your Autodesk partner for ongoing support and services. It also allows us to focus more of our resources on improving and expanding our services, our customer support, and our unique Symetri technology offerings. As you can see from Andrew's comment here, this is just one step in the overall evolution of the Autodesk business process to better align with the evolution of the technology and respond to the changes in customer expectations. The shift in expectations towards digital business-to-business transactions is evident in recent research results like you see here from Gartner, where 83% of businesses surveyed prefer a fully digital transaction process. I would expect all of us are seeing this and experiencing this across our businesses, as well as in our personal lives. Based on the survey data that you saw, Gartner predicts 80% of business-to-business transactions will occur digitally by 2025. That's next year. These changes in the buying process will drive sales organizations like ours to up our game and be more data-driven to better understand how we can provide tangible, quantifiable value to our customers. This is at the core of Symetri and Team D3's mission statement. As your digital transformation partner, we want to empower you to get the most out of your current technology first and foremost, and then assist you in identifying and effectively implementing new solutions that measurably help you better meet your business objectives. Although the transaction will be streamlined through the new digital process, our team is still here to provide expert, tailored support on an individual basis or company-wide. To talk a little bit more about how this is going to work, I'll leave it with Ellie.
Thank you, John. Now let's explain how this process will work for you. The current buying process is not optimized, and now Autodesk is on a journey to streamline and improve your customer experience. The way you buy Autodesk subscriptions today involves multiple steps between you, Autodesk, and partners like us. The new process will provide you with a much simpler way to purchase and service recommendations tailored to your needs. It'll provide consistent pricing no matter how you buy, and self-service capabilities for added control, convenience. Customers will now pay directly within their own Autodesk account. We will work with you closely, just like we always have, providing you with the need of the time and quality that we always have provided to you. How does this all come together? Team D3 and Symetri will discuss your needs and objectives by discussing the best options. Once the agreement has been made by you, the customer, for the appropriate solution, Autodesk will then email proposal directly to you for your approval. Once you've received this, you will then confirm and accept the Autodesk quote. Autodesk will then provide an invoice that will be noted inside your Autodesk account, prompted you to pay Autodesk directly. All items that are outside of Autodesk products will be quoted and managed just like we always have. The primary change to you lies in only the payment process. Do know that we will be on hand to provide advice, support for all of your purchases, ensuring that you have uninterrupted software access. Your current relationship with Symetri and Team D3 will not change, and our great team of people are here to help you with this transition. The new buying model will set the foundation to a personalized, predictable, speedy purchasing experience. Symetri and Team D3 will carry a client-centric approach to all of our customers. We prefer to be recognized as your consultant resource rather than viewed as your sales source. With this change, we will now be able to eliminate the money transaction process and allow us to tailor more to your needs by providing products and services accordingly. Now let's talk about the next steps to prepare. Delma will be providing these details for you and your next move.
Thank you, Ellie. So as we move forward, let's explore the next steps. Familiarize yourself with our dedicated resources. We have 2 brand web pages to help you navigate the new Autodesk buying process. These pages provide frequently asked questions, helpful videos, and additional guidance. And you can find the links to these resources in the chat. Check your organization's process for setting up a new vendor. There's a step-by-step guide with all the necessary information to set up Autodesk as a supplier. You can find the link to Autodesk's vendor setup guide in the chat. And make sure to review Autodesk's terms and conditions. While the terms and conditions for existing contracts and future purchases from Symetri and Team D3 remain unchanged, it's important to understand Autodesk's specific terms and conditions. Any direct purchases from Autodesk through the new buying process will be subject to these terms. And if you run into any issues or need more information, don't hesitate to reach out to your account manager at Symetri or Team D3. Your account manager is here to provide guidance and support, ensuring a smooth experience for you. So now we will turn our attention to any questions you may have through the Q&A panel. To kick things off, we have a few common questions that Jason and I would like to address. So Jason, the first question that's been pretty common is, how will financing work in the new model?
Yeah, thanks, Delma. Customers will still enjoy many of the same purchasing options that they do today. For 1-year and 3-year agreements, where customers are seeking monthly or quarterly payment schedules, Autodesk will be able to offer financing options. Please note that the associated interest rates will vary by term length and that the minimum purchase requirement is $4,500. For 3-year agreements, where customers are seeking annual payments, Autodesk will still offer the annual pay option that they offer today, which feels like 0% financing, even though it really isn't.
Thank you, Jason. So another pretty common question has been, will Autodesk be able to reference a purchase order on an invoice?
Yes. When the pay by invoice option is selected, customers can add purchase order information directly into the payment portal.
And how can I ensure that Symetri or Team D3 remains my agent of record after the transition?
That's a great question. If you're currently working with us, we will remain your partner through the transition on June 10th. And if you want to verify, this is notated within your Autodesk account. We can also look it up for you if you reach out to us.
And what happens if I need to modify an existing license order after it's been transitioned to Autodesk?
So your order can still be modified. There are going to be tools that are placed within your portal for you to do that. But for now, we encourage you to reach out to your Team D3 or Symetri rep, and they'll be able to help you.
And looking at the panel, I don't see any questions. We'll give everyone a little while to jump in there and ask any questions you may have. We're here to help you and support you. And then also after this call, you can always reach out to us, reach out to your account manager with any questions you may think of afterwards.
Yeah, this is the interactive portion. It might be short if we don't have any questions.
Oh, there's one that came in. Okay, so will we be able to renew different softwares individually, or will it be lumped together?
Are you asking for separate quotes? If so, we can send separate quotes. So that's not a problem. Or if you'd like them all lumped together, we can do that as well. So we can accommodate.
Thank you, Monique.
Mhm.
And it says here, there's another one. It says, looks like there is an emphasis on consistent pricing. Will there still be negotiations to prorate costs to keep all of our annual renewal licenses on the same day?
I can speak to the proration of getting everything on the same day. We are still co-terming, prorating to make sure that all your contracts or all your subscription IDs end on the same day. So that is still applicable and we can still do that. Let me know if there's something else that I'm missing where you need me to elaborate on another area.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Monique.
Monique. Now, regarding the pricing question, this is something since transactions will now be transacted through Autodesk, those will be subject to Autodesk pricing. And so the pricing is going to be pretty standardized. But again, if you have any questions on any quotes or any pricing, you can always reach out to your account rep and we can help you with that.
I would like to go back to Ken's question in the beginning about the different software renewals, just in case you were talking about whether it's a non-Autodesk product. We would quote those separately outside of and transact those separately outside of the Autodesk software. Just to be clear, they're not going to be put together and lumped together.
It's a good point, John.
Okay, it says, how can we add seats to an existing 3-year contract? Do we go through Team D3 or do we go through Autodesk?
Yeah, I'll jump in there. Unless you unmuted, Monique. Do you have a quick answer for that?
Yeah, I know that you can definitely reach out to your account manager and start the process of adding seats. That I believe would be the best way to move forward. You can do that within your Autodesk account, but we want to consult with you and make sure that you are moving forward in the right direction. So we would like you to reach out to us directly, to Team D3 or Symetri, depending on who your account manager is, so that way we can kind of make you aware of any changes or anything that might be going on, promotions, so that way you have that information.
And there's another question that says, will this affect any subscriptions that were transferred from legacy maintenance that are renewed for a much cheaper cost?
The pricing, that 2-for-1 or M2S pricing, you are still getting that. That has been guaranteed to you from Autodesk until 2028 with only a 5% increase every odd year. So there's no increase this year, but next year there'll be a 5% increase on May 7th and moving forward every odd year till 2028.
Thank you, Monique. And another question, does anything change with Autodesk Flex tokens?
The Flex tokens will be transacted the same way they are now.
Lots of purchasing questions. And some of our licenses are currently at a discount, so more questions regarding pricing. With this discount, will this discount continue at the next renewal time? So again, regarding pricing, Autodesk has standardized a lot of the pricing. However, when your quote is issued, you can always reach out to your account manager and they can discuss that with you then. And I don't see any more open questions. So it looks like we've reached the conclusion of our question session. If we didn't address your question or couldn't provide an answer, we'll make sure to follow up with you, or you can feel free to contact your account manager. Also, you can keep an eye out for an email containing all the resource links we've discussed today, along with a link to our up-to-date FAQ page. So thank you all for joining us today. As we wrap up, here are a few key points to remember. Our team is here to support you every step of the way as we transition to Autodesk's new buying process. Whether you're a longtime partner or a new customer, we're ready to assist you. Remember to explore the dedicated resources we've prepared for you. Visit our brand web pages, review FAQs, watch helpful videos, and find additional guidance. If you're currently working with Symetri or Team D3, rest assured that we will remain your partner throughout this transition. Remember, we're committed to making this transition as smooth as possible for you. If you have any further questions or need assistance, feel free to contact us. Thank you once again, and we look forward to continuing our partnership with you. And with that, we conclude today's webinar. Have a great day, everyone.